Hi, good morning, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope all of you will be absolutely fit and fine, safe and healthy. Okay, so welcome to my channel. And in this video, we are going to create Ubuntu virtual machine on AWS cloud environment. And after that, we will configure Apache web server within that Ubuntu machine itself. Okay, so that is the agenda of this video today. Okay, so yes, in AWS cloud, हम लोग एक Ubuntu virtual machine create करेंगे. And within that machine हम लोग AWS Apache web server create करेंगे, and within that host web server we will host a sample HTML file, and we will be able to browse that HTML file from the browser itself. Okay, so we will see all this demonstration. ये सारे practical demonstration हम लोग करके देखेंगे. That is the agenda of this video today. Okay, so let us start. I'm on my AWS console here. So in order to create the virtual machine of Ubuntu, I will log into, I will just move on EC2 dashboard, EC2 instance dashboard. Okay. And we can see there is no instance running in my console here. Okay. I'll go in the instance itself. और हमें एक EC2 instance बनानी है that is with Ubuntu operating system. ठीक है. उसके लिए हम क्या करेंगे? We will click on launch instance. And we will specify the name of the instance as per our preference. So I'll give this name my Ubuntu machine. Okay. And operating system हम लोग Ubuntu select करेंगे. We will select Ubuntu. And there are different AMIs. Okay, for this Ubuntu itself, for the different capacities. So this is the free tier with Ubuntu server version 24.0.24. That is long term support. SSD enable. Okay, so इसमें जो hard disk मिलेगी हमें वो SSD enable रहेगी. This is also SSD enabled. Okay. And but this is version 22.04 and this is 24.04. So we'll take it latest only. Okay. So let me confirm this. जो Ubuntu machine हम बनाने जा रहे हैं उसका OS architecture क्या रहेगा? That is 64-bit x86, and we can select ARM also. But let us go with the default one, that is 64-bit architecture. And instance type. Okay, so again we are selecting free tier itself. Okay, because we are doing this demonstration for the day one testing purpose. Okay, so we'll go with the free tier only. Okay, and instance type we will select the T2 micro that comes under the free tier, and there are so many. Apart from that, T2 medium, T2 large. Okay, depending upon the capacity we require. So T2 large will have 2 virtual CPU, 8 GB RAM. Okay, and T2 medium will also have 2 virtual CPU, but the RAM will be 4 GB. Okay, so T2 small, that is 1 virtual CPU, 2 GB. Okay, but these are not free tier enabled, so we will select the free tier only. This one, like T2 micro, that is free tier eligible. That is one virtual CPU we will get, and 1 gigabyte of memory will get in this instance type itself. Okay, so we'll select this. In order to connect this Ubuntu machine, we would need a key pair. Okay, so we need to create a key pair here. We'll select this, create new key pair name. Okay, so I'll give the name my Ubuntu key pair. Okay, this will be RSA type, and so let us understand this. This is PPK file. Okay, that is specifically used with PuTTY. PuTTY is a utility that is used to SSH this client itself, the SSH client to connect this Ubuntu machine. That is PuTTY. So PuTTY we can download from this putty.org website. Here we can download the PuTTY. Okay, and Once you will download and install putty in your machine, okay, you will get two utility in your machine installed. Like first one is a putty, and second is putty gen itself. Putty gen. Okay, so these two utilities will be installed on the machine, and this putty utility, this is the SSH client with which this is used to connect the Ubuntu machine on SSH protocol. Okay, so we will use this putty for that purpose. Okay, but this will require a key. Okay, that is the private key. Okay, this is PPK key that is used for the to connect to the putty itself. So there are two ways. Either we can use download this PAM file and we can convert this PAM file to PPK file locally with the putty gen utility itself, and then we can use that converted PPK file to connect to this Ubuntu machine through putty itself. Okay, that is one way. Otherwise, alternatively, we can directly download the PPK file from here itself. Okay, so that is the easiest one. So what we will do in this demonstration, we will select for PAM file. We will download the PAM file. We will see like how to convert a PAM file to PPK file. Okay, and then further we will use the PPK file, the private key itself, to connect to Ubuntu machine with putty utility itself. Okay, so we are going with .pem file. Okay, let us create this. So we have downloaded this PAM file. It's in my download location, the first one. And let's move ahead. Yeah. A security group will be created for this machine where all these rules will be applied, like whether the SSH rule will be enabled. Like we would be able to connect to the machine on SSH protocol. Okay, once port 22 will be open in the firewall rule itself. Okay, so in order to allow port 22 and the SSH connection, we need to enable this, check this option here. Allow SSH traffic from anywhere. Okay, so we can specify some certain IP from where we should allow. We want to allow the connection to this Ubuntu machine, what we are going to create. Else we can select all IP, like from anywhere, anybody can connect to this Ubuntu machine. Okay. So for the privacy and security purpose, we should be very careful that we should specify the network range specifically, that from this particular IP or this particular network range, this machine will be accessible. Okay. On production environment, we should not go with anywhere. Okay. It should be allowed with restricted IP range itself. Okay. But for this demonstration purpose, we are selecting anywhere. Okay. So that is one thing. And since we will be installing the Apache web server also in this machine, Apache web server भी हम लोग इंस्टॉल करने वाले हैं. इसके लिए हमें डिफॉल्ट वेब पेज को ब्राउजर पे व्यू करने के लिए हमें पोर्ट 80 अलाउ करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है. एंड वी आर नॉट अलाउिंग पोर्ट HTTPS port, that is 443. We are not allowing that because we are not going to install or use any SSL certificate here. But simply we will use the HTTP protocol in order to view the hosted page within Apache web server itself. Okay, so for that we will allow port 80. Okay, so we'll select this option, and this is the configuration, like 8 GB storage we are getting, the volume, and 3000 input output operations per second that we will get, but that is also input output is not encrypted. Okay, so that's all this configuration. With this all configuration, we are good to go. Okay, we can launch instance. Let us review once again. So the name of the machine is my Ubuntu machine. We are selecting Ubuntu operating system. We are going with free tier Ubuntu, that is version 22.4 long-term support. Okay, and architecture is 64-bit x86. Default username of the machine will be Ubuntu. We are selecting free tier as instance type. So the machine we will get, we will have one virtual CPU, 1 GB of memory. Okay, and this is the key pair that we have created to connect to the machine. Okay, and in the network setting, in the security group, we have allowed these many ports. Okay, like we have allowed port 22 to connect to through SSH client. Okay, and we have allowed port 80 also, that is for the web server. Okay, we are getting 8 GB of storage. Okay, and that's it. Let's proceed ahead. Click launch instance. Okay, so successfully initiated launch of instance. Okay, this is the instance ID that is going to create. Okay, so this is the instance ID. Okay, it is still running, but still initializing. Okay, so in the background, this machine is still being initialized. It will take few more minutes to completely be functional. Okay, so let's wait for some time. By the time, you can review the settings, what all settings and properties of this machine which is being configured. We can view here the details of the machine, like instance ID, allocated public IP to this machine. This is the public IP of the machine which is being created, and this is the private IP of the machine. Okay, and instance state is running. Private IP DNS is there. Okay, host name, the VPC ID, the virtual private network ID in which this machine EC2 instance will be created. So this is the virtual network ID. Okay, and within that, the subnet ID. Okay, the subnetwork ID, it is within that VPC itself, virtual private cloud. Okay, so this is the AMI ID through which that T2 micro we have launched this machine. When we have launched this machine, AMI location, and all other details are there. Okay. The key pair what we have created and associated with this machine, that my Ubuntu key pair that we have downloaded here. Okay, so it is still initializing. We should wait few more minutes to come this machine up and running. Okay, status and alarms, monitoring tab are there, where various kind of monitoring like CPU utilization, network in and out, network packets. Again, different kind of matrices are there where we can see and monitor the performance of this machine itself later on when the machine will be functional. Okay, and security group, the security group which is created for this machine, and we can see we have allowed two port here, the HTTP port and the SSH port. Okay, these two port we have allowed for this machine. Further, if you are going to install the PostgreSQL server within this Ubuntu machine, in that case, you need to allow the 5432 port of the Postgres in order to connect that Postgres database server from outside world. Okay, and if you are going to install the MS SQL server, in that particular MS SQL server port, you need to allow. So all this port configuration can be done within the security group itself. Yes, so we can see the machine is completely up. It's 2x2 check passed. When this message appears, means the machine is ready and we can connect this machine. So we'll select this. Let us click on connect. Okay, we can connect this machine from here also. That's EC2 instance connect. This is the immediate option. In case you have not installed any SSH client, आपके सिस्टम पे कोई पुटी या कोई SSH client इंस्टॉल नहीं है, तो आप कंसोल से ही इस मशीन को आप कनेक्ट कर सकते हो. And this next one is a session manager. That is also another option. SSH client. अगर आप SSH client के थ्रू कनेक्ट कर रहे हैं, तो this is the details. Okay, and EC2 serial console. Okay, and all other options are there. Okay, so let us try this first from AWS Amazon console, how we can connect this machine. Default username is Ubuntu. Let us connect this. Okay, so it will open the console and it will start to connect to that machine. Okay, so we are connected on the Linux machine itself. Okay, so who am I? The username is Ubuntu. passing few, just verifying few Linux commands. Host name, the IP address, switching to the super user. Okay, the home directory. Okay, so these many directories are there. The default directories on root. Okay, so this is one option where we can connect from the console also. Itself to this Ubuntu machine itself. Okay, let us exit from there. Okay, let me close this. So we have seen that we have created this Ubuntu machine on AWS console. Okay, and we have connected this machine through inbuilt option to connect, that is EC2 instance connect itself. Okay. Now we will see like how we can connect this machine through SSH client, that is PuTTY. So for that we need to install PuTTY. So we can go on putty.org and we can download this PuTTY and we can install on our machine. Okay. I already have installed this on my machine itself. So I'll open that. But before connecting it through PuTTY, what we have to do, we have to start PuTTY chain. Okay. And the PAM file that we have downloaded from when we have created the instance, we have associated a PAM file that we had downloaded. So what we will do, we will load that PAM file from here. Okay, so the PAM name of the PAM file is my Ubuntu key pair, this bracket one, right? Okay, so we'll select this. Select all file. I'll select this PAM file. Okay, so this PAM file contains this SSH RSA key itself. Okay, what we will do, we will generate the private key pair. But directly we can save the private key itself. Okay. Yes. Okay, so it is going to save the private key for this PAM file itself. Okay. So what we will do, private key for Ubuntu. Okay, that is PPK file. It will save in the PPK format. Okay, so we have saved the PPK file. Now we can close this. And now let us start PuTTY. Okay. Here we need to specify the host name of the machine itself. So when you will go on the SSH client, you can see this public DNS of the machine itself. Let us copy this. Here we can specify this public DNS. Okay, and let me save this Ubuntu machine new. We will save this session. Okay, and in the SSH, in the authentication part, in the credential, what we'll do, we will upload that converted PPK file that we have created. Okay, so private key for Ubuntu, that this PPK file we have created. Let us select that. Okay, we'll go on the session back. Let us save this session and open. The very first time we will connect this to PuTTY, this confirmation box will appear. We should accept this. We'll specify the username. Okay. Yes, so we are connected on the machine itself. Okay, so let us verify a few commands again here. Username, Let us switch to super user, the home directory. Let us verify how many directories are there. So all these default directories which are normally available in Ubuntu itself. Okay. So now we have seen how we can connect the Ubuntu machine through SSH client, that is PuTTY itself. Okay. Now with the next part of the demonstration, what we will do, we have to install the Apache web server within this machine itself. Okay. So for that, we have certain command like let us first update it. This is the command sudo apt update. Okay, so it will update all the dependencies and update the OS itself. Okay, let this command be completed. Okay, yes, so update is completed. Next, what we will do, we will install Apache. Okay, so this is the command to install Apache itself. Sudo apt install -y. Why we are putting that any confirmation it requires, it will default, it will be yes itself. Okay, so for that we are adding this flag and we are installing Apache web server. Okay, it's done. So, and after that, we will enable the Apache service here with this command. We will start it. We will enable the service. Okay. Yes. We can verify also that whether the service is up and running or not. So the command is sudo systemctl system control status Apache 2. It will show the status. It is active and running. Okay. So with this command, we have installed the Apache web server in this Ubuntu. We can also verify here, like I'll show you. There's a directory. This is a var directory var. Okay, so let us go inside that. ls cd. The directory is www. Okay. Within that, there's a directory, HTML directory. Okay, and in this directory, /var/www/html, there's a default index file that is index.html. Okay. So this is default HTML page that is by default available in the hosted environment of Apache web server. Okay. So how we can do this? We can verify. We can let me show you on the instance where we can select the default IP address of the machine itself, the Ubuntu machine. Let's hit in the browser. Okay. We would be able to see that content of that HTML file here in this on this page. Let me come out of this. Okay, so I think it is on HTTPS. Let me, yeah, it will be available on HTTP itself. We were trying on HTTPS protocol, but the HTTPS protocol we have not allowed. So since for that reason, it was not opening. Okay, but as we have enabled the HTTP protocol, that port 80. So on the port 80, this page is available. This is the default page of the Apache web server. Okay. We can make some change. Let us try. Okay. We'll open this file in the nano editor. Okay. And let us verify. Let me verify the title of this page. Okay, so the current title is Apache to Ubuntu something. Okay, but we are changing this to demo page Apache's website, Apache something. Okay, and let us make some change in the content also. So we'll go in the content part. Okay, so yeah, let me change this content Apache default page. I'll just change this to welcome to my demo page. Okay, Control X. Okay, let us save this. Yes. Okay, so let's come out of this directory. Okay, so when we will going to refresh this page, okay, and we should see the change. Yes. So we can see the title has been changed, demo page Apache, and this sentence we have changed like welcome to my demo page. So congratulations, we have completed and done with this demonstration. And so we have completed the demonstration, like creating Ubuntu virtual machine on AWS environment. Okay, we have then installed the Apache web server. We connected the machine through our PuTTY also, and we have connected the machine through the inbuilt console itself from AWS. And we were able to configure the web server, and we were able to verify the change on the default web page itself. Okay. So that was the demonstration of this video. Okay. I hope you like this video, guys. Okay. And if you find this video interesting and informative, okay, I would appeal that please like the video and subscribe to my channel, so you will be automatically notified for all upcoming videos from my channel itself. And it is also for motivating the team. Okay, it really encourages us and motivates us to create more such interesting videos in future. Okay, thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. Stay happy, stay connected, stay healthy. Thank you.